This is Matt breaking in from the future, just to let you know that combat has been handled completely incorrectly this session. So if you are looking for actual play with correct combat, this is not it.
Welcome back, class. We're playing The Fellowship. I'm Steve. I'm playing Caesar the Orc Shroom. We still need to do that straw poll. Jamming for us is Matt, your guide, as always.
Howdy.
He's playing the Overlord, if you couldn't tell. We also have other Matt playing Hesmak, the dwarf.
Oh, God. I'm still other Matt. All right, hello.
The other Matt that exists within our hearts.
Matt Prime, damn it.
We also got internet celebrity playing Bentley the Harbinger.
Hey, it's my name. I'm Bentley the Harbinger.
Internet celebrity D. Davis, a.k.a. Archimp Kolax.
Yeah.
A.k.a. Bentley the Harbinger. I'm harbinging all over the place.
Then we have Shirley playing Langchris the Dragon.
Hello.
Mike, Rasheen the Heir.
Hey, hey.
And last but not least, definitely not least, because he's playing the Giant, Clint playing Asgara.
Hey, everybody. I hate mics that aren't other Mike.
Oh.
Aw.
And when last we left off, you had escaped a crumbling mountain. When you look behind you, you can see that there actually isn't a mountain back there anymore, just a big old pile of sand. Flecked with snow, and it's a bit of glass sticking out for some reason that we definitely know about.
That was close.
It looks like you have a moment to breathe here, but maybe no more than a moment. Only time will tell. What would you like to do with your bit of downtime here?
Well, Caesar's going to go about and start picking up various odds and ends that look like they have absolutely nothing to do with anything, and yet somehow form 4 separate weapons from them.
That's impressive.
It's how the orcs roll. I'll make myself 2 piercing weapons, spiked weapons, 1 destructive weapon, and 1 foe-smelling weapon.
Okay. You got a stinky weapon, 2 pointy bits. There you go. Now, did you all take a moment to look at the fill your belly move, as I suggested?
I did.
Yep.
I was not here.
Alright, fill your belly. When you're between scenes, you may use food to heal 1 damage. When you share a meal with friends, 1 person may heal an extra point of damage. So, you all should have some food in your gear. It's usually you start with some food with 3 uses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So if you decide you all want to eat together, then each one of you can heal 1 damage, use 1 food, and then 1 person gets to heal an additional damage.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Because I know
willing to eat.
I know most of you have taken damage, so just
Yeah.
letting you
I'll
know
eat.
about that option.
Yeah, I will also use food.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
I'm only wounded once. I'll erase my courage wound then.
Well, I actually have, I still get the giant-sized food, even though I'm not giant-sized. See me pull out these little cubes that seem to be able to produce a much larger amount of food than they should be able to, or any at all. They're just little metal cubes, and just food appears everywhere for you guys. So I can feed 3 people for 1 use of my food.
Cool.
He said
So that
cubes. I
means-
thought he was about to chow down on some Energon.
Yes,
I do for myself. I create
Oh, okay.
custom
Thank
food
you.
for everybody. So whatever you guys want, you get. But I eat this energy stuff.
Oh God, it's Shockwave! Help!
And then I turn on Bentley, clearly.
Oh no!
So then 2 of you
Shockwave
don't
was the
have
most
to.
loyal.
2 of you don't have to use a food item in that case.
Yeah, I won't use one of mine. I don't have a lot of food.
He's my drinking buddy anyway, so he gets preference.
Well, I have 2 wounds. Does anybody else have 2?
I also have 2.
Well, I have a wound to my blood stat, and I think I have a marked spell. I'm not sure if that's like the same pool that we're healing.
So when you fill your belly, you remove a mark from one spell.
And you can also heal a stat, or
Yeah.
is that exclusive?
No, it's in addition
Does
to
it-
for you because you took that ability.
Oh. Okay. Then I'm only really damaged in one place.
Mike can, if everybody agrees, Mike can heal both his wounds, and I can just heal my blood. So I'll still be damaged to wisdom right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does my armor regenerate as well for this?
Does it regenerate when you fill your belly?
Let's see.
Unless you've got something special, probably not. We've got I think the normal mechanic is the Fellowship has to rest for a week for us to get our
Yeah,
gear
you
back.
normally have to recover for that.
Yeah.
Or
just-
we can do the XP thing, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just normal armor.
And so you'd have to recover for that then.
Yeah, it's no problem. We'll
Okay.
just wait. We'll just wait to do that.
All right. So you're all eating stuff. You're relaxing as much as you
So-
can, rather.
So I know Hesmac doesn't have to expend a use of food. Who got the other one?
You guys can choose.
Okay, because if nobody's gonna take it, I would. Or
Go
will.
for it.
Okay. Cool.
Go
Wow.
ahead.
You're so
Free
damn
food.
needy.
Hey, I'm the heir. Royal privilege.
No, we've
Yeah.
already established the lore. Humans are the lowest thing.
Yeah, we don't
bottom
care.
tier.
We don't care about that.
Like
But we
those
were.
those halflings that died were more important.
Oh, wow.
Really mourning the halfling.
We were
The
very
halfling
impressed
race.
that you somehow, despite your low bearing, made it out of this situation, which is why you can have some of my great food.
Yeah, there might be some money changing hands amongst the other members of the Fellowship concerning that.
Nobody put on the halflings for the dead pool.
Got it. That's my new Harbinger name. Deadpool.
All right.
I mentioned to Bentley that it is quite unusual for his spells to fail as they did, and suspect it may be due to the Overlord's growing influence.
I respond with, that's just like your opinion, man.
I mean, I'm giving you an out here. I'm saying it's not your fault.
I don't accept your out. I spit on your out and throw it to the floor. It's basically telling me to get good over here. I know that arrogance.
Look, I'm just saying
Uh,
the other team got their heroes leveled before you. It's no big deal.
Did anyone notice if any of the small folk that rule these lands far and wide, the ones who aren't Rashin's people, did any of them survive this terrible catastrophe that he let befall this land? I hadn't noticed.
Doesn't seem that way.
Yeah.
That-
Well, I
says-
guess better luck next time.
As you're saying that, you actually hear a deep voice from behind Hesmac. What the great snakes? Who are all these people?
Oh God, Bentley!
Oh my God, it's the real Bentley here to replace the alien one that kidnapped him and took his identity.
Why am I looking at
God.
an orangutan?
I feel this one is much more accurate a rendition of a D. Davis character.
Damn, typecast.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Demands the orangutan in Roman armor.
I suppose I will.
I stand up. Oh, go ahead, D. Davis. You got the spotlight, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll introduce myself as Bentley Humbast and motion
Ridiculous!
to the
Ridiculous!
surrounded- Oh.
I'm Bentley Humbats! He booms.
Oh dear.
If I might just interject for a moment, I have knowledge that goes far beyond, what you have. So I stand up and I step forward. I am Asgarakor of the Godwin, and we've come to save this land. And I raise my hands with the burning, tumbling mountain behind me just falling into ruin. And it sounds to me that the point of contention here is it could be your names are very similar except for one or two letters. Sounds similar, not too sure. But we're here to help.
Oh, you're here to help, then, Bentley says. Oh, good. So if you see any more of those wretched little halflings, make sure to put them to the sword or crush them underfoot. Whatever.
Yeah, that sounds like a great... Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
He's surrounded by small, sickly-looking figures. They're kind of wheezing and dribbling. They don't look good.
Can I look closely at Bentley Humbast to see any identifying insignia or, find out what this guy's about, this big Humbast here is doing?
Do you find his, big, unsightly I love the Overlord tattoo?
Yeah.
Across his belly, perhaps?
If you want to look closely, at Bentley
what's
Humbats, then look closely.
Yeah. I will definitely just as soon as I.
That's your sense.
Okay, sense. Just as soon as I find that number. Okay, and I'm assuming this is a pretty neutral situation, right?
It's neutral. I mean, unless you're sharing your knowledge with Caesar or Rasheen or whoever else as you look at them.
Yeah, okay. I think I'll just go in raw.
Okay. This is a good choice. So you get to ask me 3 questions from the list, from Look Closely.
Okay. Tell me about Bentley Humbast. What are they doing? What will they do next?
Okay, Bentley Humbats. Hang on. I need to go into my other window.
You need to go in your Bentley window?
Yep. Okay, Bentley Humbats, you look at him, he's formidable. He looks super capable, especially considering he's essentially a talking orangutan in armor. He appears to be very arrogant, and you can feel magic emanating from him as if it were oozing from his pores. So you're asking, how could it hurt you and how could it help you?
No, I'm asking what is... Well, I mean, yeah, I'll take that.
Is it that question, tell me about blank, how could it hurt me, how could it help me? Was that the one you were asking?
It was actually the one below.
Oh, what are they doing?
What will they do next?
Okay. So, Bentley Humbats, based on what you can see from his apparel and the fact that he's surrounded by these small, sickly figures and was asking you to kill halflings, he seems to be here on the Overlord's business. And what they'll do next will largely depend on how you respond.
Okay.
You got 2 more questions there.
Tell me about that magic. How could it hurt me? How could it help me?
He looks like he's basically immune to magic.
What a dickbag.
If you had to hazard a guess, you would say that he is a mage knight.
Is anything out of place on him? What's going on with him? Give me more.
Well, mage knights, they're warriors with no peer in combat of any kind. They tend to be quite arrogant. They have counter spells, so they are basically immune to most magic abilities. And it's really difficult to fight them. Like, they have a magical aura that will hurt anybody who gets close to them.
Well, I begin to whisper amongst the campsite.
You still got a question.
Nah, that's 3. Tell me about blank and what they were doing. Tell me about blank, how they could hurt me, and is there something out of place?
Oh,
And
something out of
explain
place.
more
Yeah, I mean,
about his
generally,
aura and junk.
yeah, it's generally also orangutans don't talk or wear clothing. So that's out of place.
Yes, this is highly irregular. I'll begin to disseminate that information through whispers around the campfire. Hopefully, he's not listening too close.
Now,
We should probably plan our escape.
You are here to help put an end to these halfling scourge, right?
We are not.
What?
In fact, it seems that we are at cross purposes.
What? What? Oh, God, he's got no guile.
No, not really.
Apparently not.
Lancre sort of steps on Caesar at this point. And he's like, no, of course we're here to obliterate all the horrible halflings. I mean, just have a look back there. They're all melted and dead back there.
Okay. So you're trying to trick him?
I guess so. I mean, is that talk sense?
Yeah, that would be talk sense with grace.
Okay. I can try that. Because I don't think I want to threaten him yet. Let me figure out how to do that.
It'll just be 2d6 plus grace. Which for you is, I think, plus 0? Ah, okay, so you rolled a 7 there. Sorry, I had to scroll down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so on a 7+, they do as you ask to the best of their ability. On a 9-, you owe them a favor. So right now, you are attempting to trick him into believing that you're on his side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He says, you'd best make sure that the mushroom individual stops trying to crack jokes. It's not very funny. The Overlord doesn't take kindly to that kind of shenanigans, he says. Now, I'll...
And Lancris.
I won't...
Lancris just replies, that's like, oh, well, he took a bump on the head back there. He's a little confused right now.
Understandably. I understand. Now, I won't tell the Overlord that you were out of place here, or that you were, away from your post. I won't let the Overlord know. But...
Away from our post? I see he's keeping us divided so not all of us have all the information. Did he by chance at least bring you the item that he was going to use to spread his corruption here?
Item? No, I didn't have any need of an item. I'm one of his generals, you see, he says.
Oh, I see. Sorry, we've all been through quite a lot. Most of the mountain very nearly came down on us as we were killing the rest of those halflings. Really got into it, we did.
I
Well,
feel like Rashine's popping a few veins back here.
As I said, I won't tell the Overlord, but, you owe me one.
Caesar's rumbling under Lancrest's foot.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can repay that debt right now. As far as I understand it, there was only one holdout, which is why we've surrounded it. And I turn to my right, and I reach for this giant boulder that's sitting right to my right. This giant thing. And I believe it's under here, but the thing of it is, I'm not sure I can lift it by myself. Do you think your friends there could give me a hand?
You're trying to trick him as well.
Yes. And
Okay.
does Landchrist's trick give me an advantage or no?
You're basically working at the same purpose.
Okay.
If you have a shared bond, then you can roll with hope. If you and Landchrist have a shared bond.
I think we do.
I do have a bond with Landchrist, yep.
All right, and you can roll with hope plus grace.
And oh no. All right, so I'll have an 8, it looks like. Yeah. Yep, an 8.
Okay. So again, he'll help you out, but he's going to demand a favor. So he's looking at you. He says, You must be one of those Gwadwin creatures. You must have been impressed by the Overlord's power and turned to their side. I understand. Well, just hold on a moment, he says. Because I have a baby right now, so just a moment.
Oh, baby.
I have a baby. It's quite hard to be a general when you've got a baby. They're all
It's a
squirmy.
single parent.
I'm a single orangutan parent.
Okay. So he peers around the edge of the boulder, and he sees, the guzzler car. He sees the carriage. He sees the 2 horses there. He says, yes, I've heard of this guzzler car as well, and that carriage, that looks like, yes, that looks like one of the enemy's carriages. Yes, all right. Well, we'll help you pick up the boulder to get that item, and we'll make sure that we don't tell the Overlord, but you're going to have to help me destroy that car.
Oh no.
All right, so Hazmak, yeah, okay. Anyway.
He grimly takes the hammer up.
I'm sorry, boy. It's just like old Yella.
Oh.
Sad. It's very sad.
Machine doesn't care about the car, so he just stands idly by.
No problem at all. We'll get right on to that. Just let's see if we can, and then I'm going to, if he's genuinely swayed by my offer, I'm gonna try to strain with the boulder to get them closer, and then I'm just gonna try to pick it up and just slam it on top of all of them and do an area attack with it.
Damn.
Okay.
Now that is a man who's being bold and taking risks.
Now, is this boulder here?
Yes, this big giant boulder.
Okay. You know how area attacks work?
Kind of, sort of. I know I can hit all of them, but I also know if I mess it up, it can hurt everybody. So as a part of my attack, I'm gonna say, Landchrist, lend weight to my swing.
Okay.
See if I can't not just hit them with a boulder, but a dragon riding a boulder.
Wait, am I on the boulder?
God, I hope so.
I will get on the boulder.
Make sure you do some Some real cheesecake, beefcake shots for the ladies. Like Captain America on that boulder. Yeah.
When he was pulling that helicopter, oh,
man, I had to fan myself.
Yeah. I mean, clearly though, he did have to move the arm to really pop that bicep.
All right, so the you can actually see they look kind of like halflings, but no halfling you've ever seen looks that basically gross.
And to be fair, there's a good chance they're not gonna look like that for much longer.
Oh, we don't know.
Yep. So if I'm doing this with her and we have the shared bond, we can roll with, what is it called? Hope? Is that right?
Yep. So you're attempting to crush them with the boulder.
Yep. It's only a 7.
Okay. And this is an overcome attempt.
Yep.
All right. So you can pay a price or create a temporary solution.
I will create a temporary solution, which is that these underlings are trapped by the boulder, but not defeated for some period of time. Up to you.
Okay.
You boys just hold that for a while while we have a greater discussion with lesser Bentley over here.
I'm glad he's lesser. I've always wanted to be greater. Greater Bentley sounds good.
All right. So you betrayed Bentley Humbatz's trust.
You could say it was just a little bit of monkey business.
Aww.
I joined Bentley Humbat's side.
now you all roll with despair.
Okay.
I don't think the orangutan is a monkey.
And now he definitely rolls with despair.
It's technically an ape, yes, that's true.
Okay. So, you are now fighting a threat to the world.
Okay.
And let's see here. Bentley Humbats, the Mage Knight. The first of the Overlord's generals draws his blade, which is not actually made of metal, but of shimmering light. You can see it's just kind of like an outline. And he says,
Man,
lightsaber.
His sword looks suspiciously like good intentioned.
On the evil sword? Wait.
Wait a minute now.
Are we actually the bad guys?
We were the Overlord all along.
Well, you do have a dragon on your side.
I'm sure they were just, the swords were just switched in like a, Kolak or something.
Yeah, it's just the mail got messed up and I got the wrong sword.
all right. As he draws his blade, the light shines out and blinds you. You all take damage. Choose a stat.
Well, sense is most appropriate probably for me.
Yeah, me too.
Seems appropriate across the board, I would say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it is, but my sense is already -1.
If your sense is already damaged, you have to
Oh,
damage
you
a
could
different
take
stat.
damage to your. Could take damage to something else, Mike.
No, it's not. It's not damage. That's just how it is.
He was born that way.
Oh.
Well, I
Well.
think damage just means you roll with despair always when you roll that stat, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't make it -2.
No, you just
No.
keep it -1, but you always roll with despair with that stat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just drop a tick box on that box to the right.
Just give it an old ticker tape parade, love.